Julian Nagelsmann's Bayern Munich side in the 2021-22 season were a dynamic, high-intensity side built on tactical flexibility and aggressive pressing. With fluid structures and constant attacking movements, Bayern dominated opponents and secured 2 trophies. In this video, we'll break down the key tactical ideas behind Nagelsmann's system and how it powered their success. Nagelsmann primarily sets up Bayern in a 4-2-3-1 formation, building on the structure that had brought success in the previous seasons, but in possession the system morphed into a 3-2-4-1. The back three was formed by 2 centre-backs alongside the right back, who would drop deeper to provide defensive balance, while still having the freedom to step forward and support overloads either centrally or out wide when needed. On the opposite flank, the left back was given license to push high and wide, acting almost as a winger to stretch the opposition and provide attacking width. In midfield, the double pivot operated with contrasting roles, as one player held their position to screen the defense and dictate tempo, while the other surged forward to support attacks in the final third. The wingers played an important role in maintaining width, though one frequently drifted inside to create central overloads and open up space for overlapping runs. The attacking midfielder roamed laterally across the pitch, linking play between midfield and attack and combining in tight spaces. Up front, the striker led the line with constant movements, making runs in behind while also dropping short to connect passing sequences and bring others into play. The tactical approach implemented by Nagelsmann was built around aggressive pressing and constant pressure, with Bayern looking to win the ball back high up the pitch and keep opponents pinned deep in their own half. The forwards, attacking midfielders and advanced fullbacks worked together to close down passing lanes and force mistakes, allowing Bayern to sustain wave after wave of attacking pressure. This relentless intensity made it difficult for opponents to settle in possession and often led to quick recoveries and immediate attacking opportunities in dangerous areas. In possession, the team operated with a balanced build-up style that allowed them to control matches through structured passing sequences and positional rotations, all while still having the freedom to attack quickly when space opened up. The goalkeeper frequently played short passes into the back line or clip passes into midfield in order to maintain control in the first phase, drawing in opposition pressure before playing through it. From there, the team could move the ball through the central areas, using overloads in midfield or stretching the pitch through the advanced fullback or wide players. In the final third, the team mixed patient circulation around the box with direct vertical runs, supplying crosses, cutbacks and through balls to constantly threaten defensive blocks. Defensively, the manager sets up the side with a high line to compress the pitch and support their intense pressing structure. The defensive unit pushed high to reduce space between the lines, allowing midfielders to step forward aggressively and intercept passes. When the press was bypassed, the back three and holding midfielder were tasked with quickly recovering positions and delaying attacks until the team could regroup. Bayern also used coordinated pressing traps on the flanks, forcing opponents into wide areas where they could be boxed in and dispossessed. Manuel Neuer was deployed between the sticks and set up as a ball-playing goalkeeper with a strong build-up focus. He frequently positioned himself high outside his penalty area to act as an extra outfield player, helping Bayern maintain numerical superiority in the first phase of build-up. Neuer's exceptional passing range allowed him to play short combinations with the centre-backs and midfielders, or fire precise long passes into wide areas and attacking runners in order to bypass the opposition's press. His sweeping ability was vital to Bayern's high defensive line, as he frequently rushed out to clear danger and intercept through balls. The defensive line of Alphonso Davies, Dayot Upamecano, Nicolas Süle, and Josip Stanisic formed the foundation of Nagelsmann's high-intensity system, balancing defensive stability with aggressive attacking support. Davies was deployed as an attacking wingback with an attacking focus, often pushing extremely high up the left flank to stretch the pitch and provide explosive pace in wide areas. His overlapping runs creates constant overloads alongside the winger and attacking midfielder, allowing the team to generate crossing opportunities, cutbacks, and direct dribbles into the box. Davies' speed also made him a vital recovery defender, consistently tracking back to cover space behind Bayern's high line when attacks broke down. At centre-back, Upamecano and Süle operated as ball-playing defenders with a defensive focus, tasked with initiating build-up while maintaining a strong defensive structure. Both centre-backs were comfortable stepping forward with the ball to break opposition lines and attract pressure before releasing passes into midfield or wide areas. Upamecano in particular used his athleticism and aggression to step into midfield duels and win possession high up the pitch, while Süle provided physical dominance and aerial strength in defensive situations. Together they held a high defensive line, compressing the pitch to support Bayern's pressing system and quickly regain control after turnovers. On the right, Stanisic was used as a versatile fullback who adapted his position depending on the phase of play. In possession, he often dropped deeper to form part of a back three alongside the centre-backs, providing balance while Davies surged forward on the opposite flank. This allowed Bayern to maintain defensive security, but also creating numerical advantages higher up the pitch. At times, Stanisic could also push forward into midfield or wider areas to support attacks, where he could offer simple passing options and help maintain the team's structure. Defensively, he was disciplined and reliable, focusing on positioning, interceptions, and containing opposition wingers, rather than overlapping constantly. The pivot pairing of Leon Goretzka and Joshua Kimmich played a crucial role in dictating the team's tempo and creating central overloads under Nagelsmann. Goretzka was deployed as a balanced box crasher, frequently making powerful forward runs into the final third to support the striker and attacking midfielders. His late arrivals into the penalty area added an extra goal threat, allowing Bayern to overwhelm defensive lines with numbers in advanced areas. Goretzka also contributed defensively with his physical presence, where he would press aggressively, win duels, and recover possession quickly to sustain Bayern's attacking pressure. Alongside him, Kimmich operated as a defensive deep-lying playmaker and was the main controller of the team's build-up play. He consistently dropped into deeper positions between or alongside the centre-backs to receive the ball and dictate the rhythm of possession with his precise passing range. Kimmich switched play effortlessly to stretch the opposition efficient defenses, played vertical passes into attacking midfielders, and kept Bayern moving with quick one-touch combinations. Defensively, he screened the backline intelligently, intercepting passes and positioning himself to cut off counter-attacks, making him the tactical anchor of Nagelsmann's entire system. The attacking trio of Jamal Musiala, Thomas Muller, and Leroy Sané provided Bayern with creativity, width, pace, and intelligent combination play in multiple areas on the pitch. On the left flank, Musiala was deployed as a build-up wide playmaker, where he initially held width to stretch the opposition before frequently drifting inside or into the half spaces. From these central pockets, Musiala uses close control and dribbling ability to glide past defenders, combine in tight passing sequences, and drive directly at defensive lines. His movements inside also created space for Davies to overlap at speed, forming dangerous overloads down the left-hand side. Musiala was key in progressing the ball from midfield into attack, and often became an additional central playmaker in the final third. In the central attacking role, Muller operated as a versatile classic number 10, given the freedom to roam laterally across the pitch and exploit spaces wherever they appeared. Under Nagelsmann, Muller consistently drifted between the lines, popping up in half spaces and wide areas to link play and create numerical advantages. His intelligent off-the-ball movements disrupted defensive structures, opening passing lanes for teammates and creating space for runners in behind. Muller was also a major creative force in the final third, providing assists with quick layoffs, through balls, and well-timed passes, while still making late runs into the box to score goals himself. On the right, Sané was deployed as a wide midfielder with a build-up focus, combining natural width with inside movement to support Bayern's attacking rotations. He often held the flank during the build-up to stretch the pitch, before cutting inside onto a stronger foot to drive at defenders combined centrally, or take on shooting opportunities. Sané's pace made him a constant threat in transition, especially when Bayern won the ball high up the pitch and released him into space behind the opposition fullback. His ability to both create and finish chances added another dimension to Bayern's attacking play under Nagelsmann. Through the middle, Robert Lewandowski was deployed as a support advanced forward and remained the focal point of the side's attack under the manager. While he was still the primary goal scorer, Lewandowski was also heavily involved in the team's build-up and combination play, consistently dropping into pockets of space to link with Muller, Musiala, and the midfield pivots. His ability to hold up the ball under pressure allowed Bayern to sustain attacks and bring runners into advanced positions around him. Once possession progressed into the final third, Lewandowski's intelligent movements into the box became a constant nightmare for defenders, as he drifted between centre-backs, attacked crosses, and timed runs perfectly to meet cutbacks and through balls. Lewandowski was also used as a key pressing trigger when out of possession, leading Bayern's high press by closing down centre-backs and forcing play into wide pressing traps. In transition moments, he could quickly spin in behind the defense, offering a direct outlet when Bayern looked to attack at speed. This balance between link-up play, pressing responsibility, and lethal finishing made him the central figure in Bayern's dominant attacking structure throughout the 2021-22 season. And there you go, my dudes. That is how you can go ahead and replicate Julian Nagelsmann's Bayern Munich tactics from the 2021-2022 season in FC26. I do hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you don't mind, smash that like button down below, as well as subscribing to the channel if you are new and you like the content on it. And if you're looking for any extra content, be sure to check out the Brom Squad Gaming Patreon. The link for that is down below in the description. I make extra tactics on there, tactics like these retro tactics. There's actually a lot more on the Patreon platform, and I also make super niche tactics on there if you're looking for any like specific, very niche tactics, I suppose, and also tactics extensions, things like Manchester United's. That's a bad example, but I also make tactics extensions. So for certain players that I don't mention in the main videos that I put on YouTube, I go and add the tactics extensions on there. Now, I'd also just like to say thank you very much to all of my Patreon subscribers. I really do appreciate the love and support that you have provided for me on the Patreon platform. It means the absolute most, and I hope to continue providing you guys with the best possible extra content that I can possibly do, if that even makes sense. So yes, there is that too. And also, if you are looking for any chats and conversations mainly centered around football, I mean, every now and then on the Discord we do tend to stretch into like things like WWE, and maybe every now and then have a short and brief NBA sort of conversation. But if you are looking for any extra footballing chats and conversations, like, well, footballing chats and conversations, be sure to check out the Brom Squad Gaming Discord, and that is also, the link for that is also down below. So yes, there is that. I hope you guys have a smashing goddamn day, and I'm out of here. Peace.